I'm Isis Romero, and this is the news in San Antonio. We're hearing from family members of those who lost loved ones in the Robb Elementary School shooting. A new batch of documents was released by Uvalde County and Uvalde CISD. It marks the end of a years-long lawsuit involving media outlets pushing for public access related to the tragedy. Reporter Zach Briggs spoke to victims' families.
Whatever we have, we're definitely going to need some flashers.
New body cam video shows chaos and confusion.
Good, I'm here with everybody else. We just got to know if the door's open, if the door's closed.
In and outside of Robb Elementary.
They said you got to need to breach the door. Who saw the door?
About 3-4 times. That was him, huh?
It's been almost an hour since the teenage gunman entered the school. 19 children and 2 teachers killed in the rampage. Students seen running for safety. Red Cross, whose son Uzziah Garcia was among the victims, has been fighting for transparency and justice ever since that tragic day 3 years ago. And while still looking through the county documents himself, Cross remains skeptical about the extent of information released.
It's once again, it's one of those things where it's like they released the bare minimum to say that they did something.
Cross questions the existence of potentially more body camera video from the Uvalde County Sheriff's Office.
Did they not have body camera on? And then some of these that were released, they cover up their body cams.
According to county records, at least one deputy's incident report states technical issues resulted in the lack of body cam video. Another deputy says he left his body cam on the charging dock from a prior shift to avoid delay responding to the shooting.
I just keep seeing her innocent, sweet little face and, smiling, telling me, you did the right thing.
Jesse Rizzo, uncle of Robb victim Jackie Cazadis, had voted alongside the other Uvalde CISD board members to release the school district's documents. One of the most revealing bits for him was the gunman's student records.
When you see just an ordinary kid, going through the process, going through the motions, and he's going to school, and then you start seeing it kind of spiral out of control. Hope that by this information getting released, that other schools and other parents, that they can see that and they can say, maybe my child is on this path and I need to intervene here.
Meanwhile, the media-initiated lawsuit with the Department of Public Safety's records remains pending with the 15th Court of Appeals in Texas. I'm Zach Briggs, KENS 5.
A shooting outside a Southside body shop killed a father of 6. Simone Simpson spoke with the man's family.
Eric Rodriguez's family told me he often feeds the homeless in this drainage ditch. His family says the gunfire from Monday night was senseless. The fatal gunfire was behind this Crash Champions on the 700 block of Southwest Military Drive just after 10 o'clock Monday night, where police say the security guard for the business got into an argument with Rodriguez and his friend. The security guard told police he believed Rodriguez had a weapon. That's when he shot Rodriguez in the chest.
We don't understand why the security guard shot him. If he wasn't trying to break into the property or anything, he wasn't homeless, but he would come and feed. He knew everybody. He would come and give them water. He would bring them food.
Officers detained the security guard, photographing and swabbing his hands. We are concealing his identity because he has not been charged with a crime. We reached out to Crash Champions for comment. They referred us to corporate, who we have not heard back from. Reporting from the South Side, Simone Simpson, KENS 5.
A family escaped early Tuesday morning after a fire broke out in their mobile home. The mobile home was destroyed in just minutes. The Ledma family says it was their home for the past 20 years. Rudy Ledma did not want to speak on camera, but says they woke up to flames in the laundry room.
Father woke me up, said there's fire, get out, there's fire. And I opened the door, the dryer was already on fire, and sparks were flying, and the smoke went up in the air to the ceiling.
He tells us his grandson grabbed him from the window. The family pets were also saved. The Red Cross is now helping the family find temporary housing. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A young man's life journey has come full circle his senior year. Using the skills he's learned as an Eagle Scout, Ezra Sharon is building on a path of service. Audrey Castoreno sat down with this kid who makes San Antonio great.
Since he was 5 years old, Ezra Sharon has been scouting, adopting the values and living by the Scout oath and law.
I love that when it comes to Scouts, we don't do anything for just any reason. We do it all the time to benefit the community. Like when it comes to doing service projects or service work, like cleaning up a park.
So when it came time for his Eagle Scout project, this 18-year-old with a servant's heart decided to give back to those who helped some of the smallest and most fragile get their start in the world.
I was making donation bags for the Methodist Children's Hospital NICU. They consisted of things like baby wipes, baby books, baby toys, baby blankets. It's just to kind of give them a little bit of a leg up on the journey of raising a NICU kid.
And Ezra can relate. He too got his start in a NICU, born at just 26 weeks and weighing just over 1 pound.
Being where I came from and what I started out as, I was pretty set on this idea that I wanted this to be my project.
Ezra collecting donations and putting together over 100 discharge care packages. His effort not going unnoticed by the NICU nursing staff at Methodist Hospital.
It truly is like a light and a beacon whenever they're getting these bags and the NICU story. It gives our families hope and compassion, and knowing that there are babies out there that are thriving.
The bags, nurses say, went quickly, but Ezra's legacy will live on at Methodist Hospital at Zoe's Prayer Garden. The Eagle Scout service continuing by building this bench by hand, a place for families or even staff to grab a moment of peace and solace.
It feels great knowing that the passion and work and effort I put into my project is being utilized and that it's being used for a good cause.
We love our NICU babies, and we especially love when they come back and they show us the growth and the impact that they're doing. It reconnects us to our purpose, what we do every single day. It reignites our why and why we do this.
Like these medical professionals who fight for the tiniest lives, Ezra hopes he can continue to fight the good fight too. His dream now to go into law enforcement, making him a kid who makes San Antonio great.
Keep fighting for what you know is right, basically. That's what I have done and what I will definitely continue to do.
And that's the news in San Antonio.